Now is the time to launch your online practice. My name is Jonathan Van Vegan from the Online Therapist Academy, and we are in the midst of a global pandemic. The COVID-19 crisis is forcing people to shelter in place, and this is the moment in history when you're going to see our profession move online en masse in a way that it's going to be a tsunami. We have never seen this, and we are entering into the renaissance period of online therapy as well as online coaching. Obviously, those two go hand in hand. I mean, they're not one and the same, but they definitely are something that we can use our clinical skill set as psychotherapists and as coaches to go out and reach a broader audience and take our businesses online, because you know what? Our clients need us. It is time to answer the call. The first responders, they're the ones that are on the scene first. They're the doctors, the nurses, the police, the fire department, the ambulance, the paramedics. They get there first, but it's very quickly thereafter that psychotherapists, coaches, counselors arrive on the scene. We're called in times of crisis. We're called to help people. And I firmly believe that what we're going to be staring down the pipeline over the next day or two, week, month, is a crisis of mental health like we've never seen before. We're about to embark on some really sad, tragic times. We're already in the midst of them already. And our clients and the world needs us. And so in order to meet our clients where they need us, which is going to be online, because when people are sheltering in place, they're not going to want to come to our offices. We're certainly not going to have them in our offices. It's going to be online therapy for a good long time. And I've been hearing that this pandemic could go on 12, 18 months. And if that's the case, we better have an ability to go out and meet our clients and continue to service them and give them the support that they need. And so to do that, we've also got to position ourselves in this time of crisis. It's not enough just to go and work for someone else, because, as much as that's easy, and I know a lot of therapists do that because, it's quite easy to sign on with an insurance panel or get on a network and have them send us clients. But the challenge, though, is that there's the paperwork. We've got loads of paperwork that we got to fill out for those types of panels and those programs. We've got to use diagnostic criteria and labels, which a lot of us aren't really aligned with in the first place. Another challenge is the pay isn't quite there. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm self-employed. And so my wife is self-employed. But now with the current economic climate, our financial future is going to be uncertain. And yours is probably too, whether you've got a partner at home who maybe have lost their job. It's now the time that we've got to be taking care of ourselves. And I'm sorry, but $10 for every 1,000 words written isn't really going to cut it. It's really you're going to be working hard. You're going to be overworked, and you should be well paid for what you choose to do. And that's why I'm a firm believer in building an independent online therapy practice and an independent coaching business using our skill set as psychotherapists. And so I want to say now is the time that you want to double down on building your online practice and taking the step to take your brick and mortar practice online so that you can meet your clients where they are. Now, I'm going to be going live in my Facebook group, which is the Online Marketing Academy for Therapists. I'm going to be going live in that group quite a lot. So come on over to join us in that Facebook group. But I'm also going to be starting to drop a lot more videos on this topic during this time of crisis, because we are moving in very fast pace towards online therapy, where all therapists are going to be moving online because of the current environment. And so to meet your needs and to answer your questions, I'm going to be going live and doing a lot more videos here on YouTube to help you get the skills, give you the tips, and give you the strategies so that you can launch your online practice. But where to start? Oh, there's so many places to start, but I'm going to give you 3 things I want you to start thinking about, and I'll be checking back in tomorrow, and you can turn on the bell and subscribe to my channel and make sure you turn on the bell to be notified of upcoming videos, because in this time, I'm going to be dropping a lot of videos that are going to give you concrete tools and strategies for building and launching your online practice. But the first 3 areas that I want you to start thinking about is, number 1 is your messaging. When it comes to building your online practice, you have to have very clear messaging. And that starts with knowing who your ideal client is, what their biggest problem is, and what solution that you're going to craft to offer in response to their problem so that they can access your solution. And the fact is that our clients, they don't want to be inundated with a multitude of different solutions. They want one solution for one specific problem. And so that is your message. You've got to have a very clear message of who it is you help, what their biggest problem is, and what your solution is. You don't want to be out there being a couples therapist and an individual therapist during this time of crisis. You want to be an individual therapist, or you want to be a couples therapist. You want to be an anxiety specialist. You want to get very niche down, because when it comes to online, our clients, they can look they'll go to Psychology Today, or they'll go to the various directories, and they're just going to type in anxiety Cleveland, and they're going to be inundated with a number of different therapists that are generalists, that are talking about treating couples and treating families and treating kids and treating a multitude of different types of clients. But that one client, it's not going to resonate with them. They want to know that you are a specialist in what you do. And that's what your offer is meant to do. It's meant to convey your specialization. And so you want to be focusing on that. So we're going to be talking about that in the coming days and weeks. The second thing that we focus on is our offer. Now, when it comes to your offer in the online space is about selling your time or selling a product. Now, when it comes to creating an offer, it's not enough just to have one offer. We can't just go out and say, I've got a 50-minute session that I'm going to sell you. It's going to be $100 or $150. No, you want to be thinking about different ways to layer and stack your offer. So you can offer individual sessions for 50 minutes a session at $100 an hour, but can you also offer unlimited texting support, unlimited email support? Can you give someone a Facebook group to be a part of? There's lots of different ways that you can stack on different levels and different layers onto an offer to make it even more enticing so that your clients want to book a call with you. Because at the end of the day, if your clients don't think that your offer is good, they're not going to book a call. So that's the second thing that we're going to be focusing on. The third thing that you want to be thinking about over the coming days, weeks, and months are your organic client attraction strategies. Now, those always start on the big major social media platforms, the Facebook, the Instagram, YouTube, and the LinkedIn. But even though we begin there, it doesn't mean that it's easy. It's not just easy peasy to get clients, pulling clients off social media and getting them to book calls with you. You need some clear strategies to start opening up a conversation and introducing what your product and service is. And the way you do that is with something like the DMT Ecosystem strategy that I teach. I show therapists how to use DM, because it's in DM where you're going to be booking calls. It's in DM where you're going to be getting clients. And if you use your DM correctly and effectively, you can get people, your clients, you can introduce them to your offer. You can let them know what you do, and you can get them to book a call with you. And that's the ultimate goal, because you know what? If someone doesn't book a call with you, they're not going to become a client. So 99% of the sales that you do are going to be done in DM. So you got to get good at DM. So if you haven't yet, I'm going to drop a link down below where you can hit me up in Messenger. Or you can just drop a comment down below here on YouTube and ask me for my DMT Ecosystem Blueprint, and I'm happy to reach back out, connect with you to make sure that you get a copy of that DMT Ecosystem Blueprint, because in that contains my DMT Ecosystem strategy with the scripts that you need to start opening up a conversation with your clients. And what I like about the DMT Ecosystem strategy is that it's 100% free. It doesn't cost you anything more than the energy that it goes into typing into your phone. It's really simple. It's not going to be expensive like Google AdWords or Facebook ads. It's just something that you can do to start connecting with real people using social media, those big four platforms, and to get yourself some clients, and it doesn't have to cost you anything. So those are the three areas that we're going to be looking at in the coming days and weeks as we get through this COVID-19 crisis and as we continue to learn how to launch our online practices, because we are entering into an online therapy renaissance period, and I want you to be well prepared, and I want you to be well remunerated for that. Just because there is a crisis doesn't mean that you've got to pour from an empty cup. You deserve to make a good wage as an independent clinician. Everyone else on the planet expects to be paid for their work, and I believe that you should be paid for your work and your time. So whether or not you want to donate some of your time to your community, which I know I'm going to be doing anyway, but I'm going to be doing that on my terms, not because I'm forced to or that I've got to take low wages for the work that we do. Now is when we are going to be needed most. Now is when the world is going to be calling upon us to help them through this crisis. And like I said, those first responders get there first. We are very shortly thereafter, as the mental health practitioners and professionals that we are, to go in there and help. And we are going to be called, and that is going to be our moment to shine and our moment to contribute to society as a whole and to our communities and to our friends and our families. And I'm really looking forward to that, but I want to do that on my terms, and I don't want to do that on anyone else's terms, because you need to be able to pour from a half-filled cup, at least half-filled. If it's empty, there's nothing that you can give. And you got mortgages, you got bills to pay for. So you got to make sure that you're earning a good income. And we're going to do that. And we're going to spend a lot of time over the coming days, weeks, and months in this channel, the Online Therapist Academy, to help you launch your successful online therapy practice as well as your successful online coaching business. Thanks so much, everyone. Don't forget to hit subscribe to this channel. Turn on the bell so that you get notified of future videos. I'm going to try and drop another video tomorrow, and I'm going to see if I can keep this up, and I'm going to start dropping videos every single day here on the channel. So thanks so much, everyone. And comment down below, are you ready and are you excited to get out there and help the greater good? Because you know this is when we're needed most as clinicians. Let's get out there and help the world and help our communities and help people in need during this time of crisis. Thanks so much, everyone. We'll talk soon. Bye now.